What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Yo Matt, where you know what it is. I pick my favorite question from the week and I answer it here. We got a really good one this week. I can't wait to get into it. All right, guys, so the question this week comes from my man Todd, and he says,
"Hey Matt, seems like you got a lot of things going on, but you're also getting a lot of things done. So I was wondering if you had any suggestions on time management or any things that you use on time management that helps you get all these things done. I really struggle in this area and I could use any help you could provide. Thank you very much."
Actually, Todd, I don't even track my time. I just hang out all day. Psych, just kidding, man. Look, I love this question because the thing about time management is you have to be very, very intentional with what you decide to do, what you decide to spend your time on. There's stuff that I do as just habitual that just doesn't change. Like, it has to happen. It's non-negotiable in my calendar. My wife knows it. The people important in my life know what I do. And what you'll find is once you start implementing these little habits, it just becomes very, very, very natural and you get used to it. So one thing that I do every single Sunday is I do something called a smart week. So I plan out my week, and it basically goes to what do I hope to accomplish this upcoming week, and then also check in to where I said I wanted to be right now. And guys, if you want a copy of this PDF, I will link it below in the description for our real estate business, for Start Virtual, for my personal media stuff, everything that I do, I have a smart week for. So one of the things here, it's where am I stuck or discontent? Number two, what is this costing me emotionally, financially, physically, etc.? Number three, how have I failed to resolve this? Number four, who should I ask for feedback? Number five, what other questions could I ask myself? Because great leaders ask great questions, right? Number six, how can I overcome the solution to my challenge or problem? Number seven, what do I want my next 7, 30, 90 days to look like, right? So you start planning, you start looking ahead. It's cool to start seeing things get checked off, right? And what happens is once you consistently do this, you'll see like, well, oh my gosh, it took me much longer than I thought it was gonna take, but I got it done. Or like, oh my gosh, I thought this was gonna take me 2 months and I got it done in a week, right? But of course, guys, go through these questions, be super intentional with it. And this is an appointment you set with yourself. Just like you would with a doctor or anyone very important in your life. I know when I do the smart week, it's probably gonna take me at least an hour and a half to get everything done, but it's very, very, very important to give that mental clarity. Because I don't know about you guys, but so oftentimes I feel like a squirrel. So oftentimes I feel like, dude, I get lost in the sauce. A little shiny object takes my attention, and then someone shoots me a text, and then, oh my gosh, my entire day, here 3 or 4 hours later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like I lost what I was supposed to be doing today. By having too many of those days rack up, you see that maybe you don't see it in your bank account, but you see it in lost opportunities. Or maybe it's taking you longer than what you thought to reach the goals that you had initially set out for, right? So we're super intentional with the smart week. And then on a day-to-day basis, I do what's called a smart day. So I identify what are the main things that I need to accomplish. I use this journal here. It's called the Productivity Planner. It's by a company called Intelligent Change. So again, just having somewhere, for me, it's important that I just dump what's on my brain because, I may set out for the week that I want to accomplish this, but next thing you know, I have 5, 10, 15 fires to put out on Monday. And they take me away from, okay, I know I need to accomplish it this week, but this is pressing too, so I need to take care of that. So the cool thing about the Productivity Planner, it asks you, what's the most important task of the day, right? So it says, if this was the only thing you did today, you'd be satisfied. On the planner, it has a section where you time chunk, where you have focused work, right? It's set up in 30-minute segments. So however you want to do it, some people say, I'm gonna block my days by 2-hour blocks and I'm gonna do specific things during that time. If you're starting to run multiple businesses, then it may make sense to have a day dedicated to just one business. For me personally, I set all my department meetings on Mondays and Fridays, which leaves me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to do the things that I really want to do, the creative things, sitting here doing videos for you guys. It's because I'm super intentional with my time. So I plan it, I time chunk, I identify the main things that I want to accomplish, and then to that end, it also asks me what's some secondary task. If you can get it done, you'd feel great about that too after you finish the most important thing. So ultimately, guys, it's just bringing this stuff to the forefront of your mind, identifying the big things that if you can accomplish those big things, everything else will either take care of itself or be irrelevant. There's an awesome book that I recommend. It's called The One Thing. And for me, it just brought so much clarity. I would say there is very few books in my life that has just changed it completely. The one thing completely changed the way that I handle my time and also get things done. So guys, I appreciate your question here. I think this is relevant to a lot of people and even to myself, because even now today, I still have to be very intentional how I use my time. It was one of my biggest blind spots when I got into entrepreneurship and business, realizing that, oh my gosh, I say yes to too many things and I don't say no. There's a power in saying no. And by doing that and being intentional with your time, it gives you the power and clarity to say, this does not serve me. This does not get me closer to what I need to accomplish this week, today, this month to get me to my long-term goals. So Todd, I love the question, brother. Hope you guys got some value from this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, blah, 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 blah. Hit like, comment on this video. You guys know what it is. But I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.